Okay, let's import the data.
Father tonight, 22 years old, and 10 of 10 from the line in an elimination game. Simon knocks the ball in his grip.
So I'm importing the data. I just import the data manually. This is a wage variable. This is some drinking, a drinking variable. It is some hours of work, weeks of work. This is some wage something. So this is the variables that we have to import here. All right, so I just imported some additional variables. So I imported religion, race, sex, height, health, weight. All right, so I just import the time the variable. Name. So data editor. This is the data here. I imported this data. In fact, let me just delete it so you can see what I do. Imported data here, copy. Let's go back here. Yes. I'm going to rename variable 14. Rename it date. Capital D-A-T-E. D-A-T-E. Type string. I'll delete this because I want to show you what I do. All right. And then I will go to close up this. Data. Create new variable. So I type in this command, date, brackets, date, applying data capital letters, open quotations, MDY stands for month, day, year, close brackets, variable name, 8, 2. Reason why I'm doing this is because I want to create the time variable. Make sure the variable type must be float. Click OK. And then I want to convert it. So here I'll do, I want to open it up. Let's see the data. You just really want to run this model, so you change format. Change the format into daily. Well, we still not see any format, but that's really relevant because we just really want this. We need to set a time variable and want to run the models. So close off this. And you set the command tsset 8.2. All right, so now we set the time variable. So now we can run a model. Let's run a linear regression. Dependent variable. I think, yeah, this was some, you just had drink, no, we need some hour for work. Work will be some employment variable will be a dependent variable. Some independent variables, we must have some kind of alcohol variable. So let's say the alcohol variable, in this case, using drinking 6 months. We must put some other variables, explanatory variables, religion, race, sex, height. Let's click yes. Let me see this. Okay. The number of observations 6,491. The probability of statistic is good. The R squared is terrible because this is only a 10% fit. Generally, you want a R squared close to 100%, as close as possible. So based on the R squared alone, we know this is a bad model. Just R squared. This is the root mean squared error. This is like the standard error for this whole model. This is bad. This is terrible. This is not a good model. We can't really work with this. We even go into other tests. But at least I show you what to do. So, all right, so we got bad results. Let's look at our next model. 6 linear model, linear regression. Let's try, what's the next employment point? Work week. Let's try this. Bad model. This is even worse. R squared is 5%, even worse. That's even a worse model. I think this is the next dependent variable. I try this. Bad model lagging. Try next model.
In the series, he's hard with his second free throw, 5 points, couple of assists. Again, time. That's 10 straight points. Clippers have tied it up. There have been enormous momentum swings in the series.
Bad model. R squared too low. Alcohol variable. This is the wage variable. See, so again, bad models. So all the models we try so far, we got bad results. So OLS seems to not be a good model. I think we got to apply a log transformation because we're getting bad results.
Playoff access with real-time scores and highlights and go behind the scenes with new episodes of the original series, Chasing History. Download the NBA app today.
Still bad results. Pseudo R squared. Watch out low. Less than 5%, 4%. Bad. Terrible fit. So it's a bad model. Most likely we have to apply some kind of transformation to the variables. You apply transformation to the dependent variables and see what you could do. So what I'll do here, type in generate. L W G S A L equal log brackets W G S A L close brackets. Generate of the R N KEV equal log brackets TRN KEV close brackets. Yeah, so let's open venue.
For his defender to get on his side before he attacks. He's coming off that pick and roll to attack right away. By the way,
Woo.
there's a kid left defender with 2 fouls. He's played the entire first quarter, shot clock at 6. Gets out of the double team. Cleveland. Counts Green, another rebound. Cleveland.
Drinking Vita. Drink DRNKEV. Oh, all is fitted as once. This is already categorical already. So here happening. We will drop this variable. All the drinking variables already. Yeah, all the drinking variables already categorical already. So we'll just drop this. And let's just try it. L run. R squared is still terrible. R squared still terrible. So it look like this data is just bar data period. All right, so we are suppress this constant term and get improved fit. So watch what we do with it to this data, right? We went here, linear regression. All this click is here, suppress constant term. But improve it. Watch how high the R squared rise. The R squared rise to 98%. Root. The problem here now, the root mean squared error is 1. Want a number other than 1. So you want a number like a bigger than 1, smaller than 1. So let's see if we could try and fix that. So put it here. See where it gets. All right, you can work with this. Nope, but the R squared is too low. I try something else again. Nope, not going to work with that. R squared too low, so we're not going to use that. So I check all this. I see if we do anything with weights. Star errors. I see where you do put robust star on errors. I see. All right, that's then improve it. Star robust. Okay. Didn't really improve anything. Bootstrapping errors and make a difference, all right. Type jackknife. Jackknife didn't improve anything. But watch. Same thing. But we can strip it in to finish. Okay, that'll go through all 6,000 observations for this to finish. So this is the model we'll use so far. For the linear regression, the dependent variable is a log of this variable here. Independent variables, some religion, race, sex, height, and drinking. Click OK. This is what we get. All right, so now I'll perform the test for heteroscedasticity. I will perform the Breusch Pagan test for heteroscedasticity. Now, the idea behind this test is that we regress the squared residuals from the model on all the explanatory variables using the model. Then we test for the overall significance of the second regression. If we find that there's like a joint significance, then we can conclude that the explanatory variables have an effect on the variance of the error term, and therefore there is heteroscedasticity. Note, for this is a joint significant test. So if the probability is less than 10%, 5%, and 1%, it means that the explanatory variables are significant. Well, jointly in the model, it means that they're significant. If the probability is greater than 10%, it means that in this joint significant test, the variables are insignificant. So therefore, for this Breusch Pagan test, if you get a probability of less than 10%, it means that there is heteroscedasticity. If the probability is greater than 10%, it means there is no heteroscedasticity. So let's just go and perform the test. So the first thing we'll do this. I just typed in the code here. So I just have the code, what to write. You know, you could do it, you could go here. You could go here, statistics, linear regression models, and click here. But I just typed in code to just speed up the whole process. This is the results here. Then we will type in predict residuals. This is some code I got. I mean, I have a whole set of code there. So predict E residuals. E already defined because I already did this already. Type in this. And mark E2 is already defined, but what I did here, I typed in E2, generate E2 equal E raised to the power 2. So basically I square the residuals. After I square the residuals, I specify this. And this was the result I got. The statistic we're looking for is this one, the F statistic, the probability of the F statistic, the probability of the F statistic, because the F statistic is used for the joint test to determine if all the variables are simultaneously significant or insignificant. Now, if the probability is less than 10%, 5%, and 1%, so it was, let's say quote 1%. If the probability is less than 1%, then we can reject the null hypothesis that jointly all the variables in this model are statistically insignificant. So we can see here, we reject this. Since we reject the probability that the variables are insignificant, then that means that they are significant. It means that there's some form of heteroscedasticity in the model. So essentially, I manually applied the Breusch Pagan test, and I manually found that there's heteroscedasticity in the model.